Her face in that moment is burned into my mind. Head tilted, a smile curling her lips, she looked at me like I was a fool who'd earned his punishment. No trace of remorse in her eyes, just a cold, mocking glint, as if my heartbreak was a trivial annoyance. Her name was Elise. We'd spent 3 years weaving a life I believed was solid. When we met, I was grinding through my final year of med school, buried in exams and sleepless nights. She was a graphic designer, balancing freelance gigs and late shifts at a bookstore downtown. Her effortless charisma pulled people in, and I fell fast, head over heels. Those early days felt perfect. Shared dreams, quiet promises, a bond one thought was unbreakable. A year in, we got a kitten, Luna, for her birthday. She cradled that tiny fireball, tears in her eyes, and I took it as proof of her love. I was dead wrong. Over time, cracks appeared. She grew distant, sharp-edged, blaming work stress or creative burnout. I tried to be patient, even as warning signs flickered. Her phone was glued to her hand, password protected, a vault I wasn't allowed to touch. I refused to pry, choosing trust over suspicion. That trust became her weapon. It all collapsed one Thursday evening. I came home early, hoping to surprise her with takeout from her favorite sushi place. The apartment was silent, Luna meowing restlessly. No Elise, no note. I waited. Hours passed. I called, straight to voicemail. At 1:37 a.m., the door creaked open. She stumbled in, wearing a sleek red dress, mascara smudged, heels in hand, reeking of someone else's cologne. She paused when she saw me, but not from guilt, just a fleeting inconvenience. Then she chuckled, low and careless. "Didn't expect you to be awake," she said, tossing her purse down. I asked where she'd been. Her eyes rolled, voice dripping with disdain. "Out. What, you need a play-by-play?" Silence hung heavy. Then she struck the final blow. "Fine. I was with someone else. They are better for me." And she laughed again, like my pain was a cheap joke. Something snapped inside me, not anger, not grief, but a cold, clear resolve. I didn't shout, didn't beg. I grabbed my jacket and left. I ended up at a 24-hour diner, its fluorescent glow and stale coffee grounding me. Laptop open, I started dismantling our shared life. I'd been quietly preparing for weeks, sensing her drift. The apartment lease, in my name. The car she drove, mine, paid for. Our joint savings. I had full access. By dawn, every move was set. At 9 a.m., I returned. She was sprawled on the couch, oblivious. I spoke evenly. "You've got 30 days to leave. The lease is done. Utilities are cut next week. Figure it out." She blinked, stunned, as if consequences were a foreign concept. "Where am I supposed to go?" she stammered. I met her gaze. "Not my consign." When she mentioned the car, I cut her off. "It's mine. Keys back by Monday." Her tears came, but I felt nothing. I walked away. The next few weeks were a storm of her texts, angry, pleading, apologetic. I ignored them all. The last time I saw her, she stood by a U-Haul, clutching a duffel bag, her belongings stuffed in trash bags. The smugness was gone, replaced by a hollow stare. I left her there, surrounded by the wreckage she'd created. Let her new fling clean it up. I've moved on, but I'll never forget that laugh, the sound of her breaking me. That was the moment I stopped loving her and started rebuilding myself.